Hello, Jools. Hello, Jools. John, Jools, are you there? Hello. Hello, Jools, are you there?
Hello, John.
Hello, John. All right, how you doing, son?
Fine. I've got some global questions for you.
Have you? Well done, son. Hey, you sound a bit rough. You've been mixing it up on the old tropical drinks, the old Watneys with the pineapple and the cherries in it and all that, eh? Have you?
There's been quite a bit of that, and to be frank, John, if I have to dash off to the toilet, it will be completely genuine, and there'll be nothing that can be done.
Oh, well, never mind.
Key questions for you, though.
Okay, go ahead, John.
Right.
Well, it's Jools, isn't it? That's a punchy version of John, isn't it? Go on.
Movement of Johns.
Sorry, can you say again, please, John? You're breaking up.
Hello? Is there a world movement of Johns?
World movement of Johns, yeah, well, it's very important, John, yeah. It's, you see, like, some people are, like, called John, but they're not a John, you know what I mean? I mean, they don't have a Lonsdale sweater and all that and a brother called Tell, right? Now, there are people who are, like, called John, but they're not a John at heart, you know what I mean? And there's some people, right, who might be called Eric or Raji or something like that, right? And, like, essentially, right, they're a John, right? I think I've got that right, unless I've got it completely wrong. I'm not sure, you know what I mean, because I don't know who I am, you know, because I'm a bit mental, you know what I mean?
But you are a John?
Yeah. Oh, I'm a John, yeah. I mean, very, very much so. Because I'm a real Cockney, right? Now, a real Cockney is like a John, and that is, a real Cockney is somebody who's been born within the sound of Thames television, right?
Right.
That's where they make Minder. You see?
Right.
Go on, your next question, please, John.
Right, my next question, and I think this is also, it lays down good guidelines for anybody, any aspiring Johns.
Yeah, right.
What's a John's favourite drink?
What John's favourite drink? Well, this is, see, basically, right, it's a light and bitter, right? But at the moment, right, the doctor's told me to lay off alcohol, so I'm drinking lager, you see what I mean? So I'm on the old lager, on the old Pilsner urine sample, right? But it's basically, it's a light and bitter, and for his girlfriend, right, for Shirley, right, she has a pina colada. Right. Anyway, apparently you can't get your third question in because you've got to wind up now, and this is no wind up, know what I mean? Cockney joke, terrific.
Nice. Well, nice talking to you, John. I'm flying over to Muriel now, then.
Okay,
right,
cheers, John. Cheerio.
Well, the lighter side of World War II, get those letters of complaint flooding in. And on much the same subject, we're very lucky to have in the studio with us tonight Alexei Sayle's cousin, who's Vladimir Picnic, and who's the Public Relations Officer for the Warsaw Pact. Thank you very much for joining us, Vladimir. Now, what exactly are you doing at the Tube? Is it business or pleasure?
Well, it's actually a combination of business and pleasure, because, of course, for me it's great pleasure to be in a groovy atmosphere like this, you know, with so many fabulous clothes and groovy people, you know, all doing twist and so on and so forth, you know, and I will take many fashion ideas back to Moscow. But also is a serious side to my job. See, I think Warsaw Pact has very bad image, and I am trying to improve it by hanging around with groovy people, you know, and also we are having some posters printed which say Warsaw Pact, it's groovy, daddy, you know, and also we're planning to invade a couple of small islands, you know. I thought that might be quite good, you know. Yeah.
What about the changes in Soviet leadership that have been happening lately? How has that affected your job?
Well, I think changes in Soviet leadership affect me, make it easier for me, really, because, you see, the thing with Yuri Andropov, a very old-fashioned man, very old-fashioned. He liked Elvis Costello, Dave Edmunds, you know, but actually, Mr. Grigoriev, of course, is much more modern, you know. He likes Simple Minds, you know, preferably in the KGB, and he also likes many groovy groups, Icicle Works. He gets down and boogie to that, you know, Lotus Theatres. He loves them all, you know, all these groups. So I think Mr. Grigoriev and I, we're going to be real bosom chummies, you know, as you say.
Well, lots of people try and escape from your countries. Do you disapprove of dissidents terribly?
Well, I think Western press makes a great fuss of dissidents. And now dissidents like Sakharov are really only people who are complaining because there is too much ice hockey on television, you know, and folk dancing they don't like. And we have news, you know, it's 9 hours of production statistics about tractor factories. It's very interesting, you know. But you also, I think, you have your dissidents in this country. For instance, you have people who disappear. Like, for instance, what about your Len Fairclough, you know? I mean, where is he? He speaks out and he is gone in the night. Murdered, I think. It's got to be said. Yes.
What particular country do you come from, Vladimir?
I come from Stoke. It's a small eastern Baltic republic on the Latvian seashore, and very nice. It's quite near Stafford, actually, which is another place. We have many wise sayings, you know, like for instance, we have a saying, even a Scotch egg can look at a beech tree. And you know, I don't know what it means. I have no idea whatsoever, you know, it's terrible really, but there you go.
Well, I believe your cousin's actually been doing something, hasn't he, in the film world in Moscow?
Alexei Sayle?
Yes.
Alexei Sayle. Oh yes, Fatsot. Yes. Alexei Sayle. Yes, he is in the film Gorky Bonk.